Hello guys, so today we're going to answer another problem, which is the problem 1618 or the Wellington circuits. Here's the problem. Mildred Goat, CEO of Wellington Circuits, was concerned about another price decrease for the coming year to maintain the company's annual sales volume of integrated circuit boards. The current selling price of $18 per unit was producing a $2 per unit profit, half the customary $4 per unit profit. To match the latest reduction by competitors, we reduced the price from $18 to $14. This would put the price below the cost to produce and sell it. Determined to find a solution, Mildred had her controller gather the following information on Wellington's activity and cost. The controller expressed the belief that per unit cost can be reduced by at least $7. Mildred was excited by this possibility because decreasing the price to $12 would increase the Wellington's market share or sales volume for the boards by 50%. For the first requirement, identify as many non-value-added costs as possible. Compute the cost savings per unit that would be realized if these wasteful costs were eliminated. Was the controller correct in his preliminary cost reduction assessment? Discuss actions that the company can take to reduce or eliminate the wasteful non-value-added activities.
So for the first requirement, we have here setting up equipment at $125,000, materials handling at $180,000, inspecting products at $122,000, handling customer complaints $100,000, filing warranties at $170,000, storing goods $80,000, and expediting goods at $75,000 for a total of $852,000. So to get the units produced and sold, we just have to divide the total cost divided by the unit cost of 16 for a total of $120,000. And lastly, to get the potential unit cost reduction, we just have to divide the $852,000 to $120,000. So we get the total of 7.10.
The potential unit cost reduction is $7.10. The estimated cost reduction made by the controller was on target. Per unit cost can be reduced by at least $7 and be further reduced if improvements in value-added activities are possible. Next is to compute the target cost required to maintain current market share while earning a profit of $4 per unit. Now compute the target cost required to expand sales by 50%. How much cost reduction would be required to achieve each target?
First, we need to get the target cost. For the maintained sales, it is 14 minus the profit of 4, while on the expand sales, it is 12 minus 4. Next is the cost reduction. We just also need to deduct the 16 unit cost minus the target cost of 10 for the maintained sales and 16 minus the target cost for expand sales of 8.
The cost reduction for the maintained sales is 6, while on the expand sales is 8. Assume that further activity analysis revealed the following. Switching to automated insertion would save $60,000 of engineering support and $90,000 of direct labor. Now, what is the total potential cost reduction per unit available from activity analysis? With these additional reductions, can Wellington Circuits achieve the target cost to maintain current sales to increase it by 50%?
For the third requirement, we have here potential reduction, which is the $852,000, reduction by automated insertion, which is $90,000 plus $60,000 equals $150,000 for a total of $1,002,000. So to get the total cost reduction per unit, we just have to divide the $1,002,000 divided by the units produced and sold of 120,000. So we get a total of 8.35.
Total cost reduction per unit is $8.35. If cost can be reduced by $7, then the company will be able to maintain its current market share. Furthermore, if all non-value-added costs are eliminated, then the market share is possible to increase. For the last requirement, calculate income based on the current sales prices and cost. Now calculate the income using a $14 price and a $12 price, assuming that the maximum cost reduction possible is achieved, including requirement risk reduction. What price should be selected?
For the last requirement, for the current sales, we have here the 120,000 times 18. For the second one is 120,000 times 14. And for the last one, we have 120,000 times 150% times 12. For the cost, for the current, we have here the 1,920,000. For the second one, we have here the 16 minus the cost reduction of 8.35 times 120,000. And for the last one, we have 16 minus the cost reduction of 8.35 times 120,000 times 150%. So for the profit, we just get the total. For the current is 240,000, at 14 is 762,000, and at 12 is 783,000.
The current profit is 240,000. The profit at the price of 14 is 762,000, and the profit at the price of 12 is 783,000. So since the highest is 783,000, we are going to choose the profit at the price of 12.